hours since Kate Middleton was taken to hospital with early labour pains. The world is still waiting to see who will be third in line to the throne. Will it be a boy or will it be a girl? This is the hospital. The world media, literally hundreds of journalists, are camped outside this hospital, still waiting, and it's no different for us here at Fast Fan Cat. James CREEDON is here with me in the studio. He's been trawling the social media sites and the press, haven't you? Seeing what everyone thinks of it.
Absolutely.
They used to call her Waity Katie. I think that's quite ironic because we're all waiting for her.
What is it? The Daily Mail are calling it today. They have some headlines similar. The Great Kate Wait. There you go. That's it.
And they were the ones that called her Waity Katie for so many years.
Was that a wait thing?
Because she was waiting to be proposed to.
Oh,
by,
I thought you
William.
meant she never had a weight problem. Anyway, I thought you meant wait.
No, goodness me.
Anyway, Daily Mail, the Great Kate Wait, W-A-I-T, not the other wait. And they're all talking about this, obviously, and it's very straight down the line. There it is. Look,
you're
the Great
very
Kate Wait.
excited about it, aren't you?
I'm delirious. I just can't wait.
Like many people in Ireland, I'm sure, today.
It's a very royalist place. Not really. Anyway, so you've got AP here. They have lots of photos. I mean, these are the sort of scenes that even in the Daily Mail, they're pointing to the sort of frenzied coverage.
It's just like the Nelson Mandela story, isn't it? Except then they're waiting for someone to die. Now they're waiting for someone to be born.
That's right.
It's journalists talking about journalists.
And usually with birth, it's a little bit more accurate in terms of figuring out when it's going to happen. But then, as has got an awful lot of media coverage today, The Guardian played up their Republican credentials. It's a paper that likes to vaunt its Republican credentials. And take a look at this, right? There's Wills and the whole kind of...
That's not really Wills, James. That's a
Who is it? Oh, that's a cardboard cutout. There you go. But they're covering it, right?
You had too much sun.
Wait, get a look at this. Click on Republican, and then you've got a front page of The Guardian.
Oh, you get a different
totally
version.
Baby
Oh,
free.
They're awfully subversive, aren't they, over at The Guardian? I've got to tell you...
Maybe not as much as the Daily Mash.
Oh, brilliant. I'm not going to say that, but you can see what that says.
They're just basically saying that,
I'm going to tell you what,
it's going to be an explosion.
The journalists are standing there and they're having to fill time, obviously, so they're talking, and I heard one guy say, it's been a long wait. The wait is finally over. And now the real wait begins. I was like, thank you for that.
It's just filling time, which is kind of what we're doing right now, but with tweets.
Look at Twitter, though. Yes, look at Twitter. Surely there is some nurse or cleaner or someone in the hospital on Twitter who could...
Well, we were saying...
Get a scoop.
I think it's kind of papal conclave territory.
You would, wouldn't
if they tweet, they'll get their head knocked off.
Do you
in the
think?
figurative sense.
Off with their head,
or maybe
back
even
to
literally.
the 17th century, into the tower.
Who knows what will happen? Now, you do have some people on Twitter concerned for Kate in the middle of all of this madness, hoping, this is a BBC journalist hoping that she'll have a quiet, soundproofed room. Other journalists a bit less reverential saying, I could be a royal commentator. After all, I have been born. I could talk about this. He's actually quite funny, that person, if you want to follow him on Twitter, Andrew Muller. He has lots of irreverential tweets. This person, or the Huffington Post here, pointing out that lots of people made the whole Labour connection.
No, they didn't.
Labour Party, she's in Labour, let's make a joke about it, let's completely flood Twitter with jokes.
That's lame.
And the French coverage, right? The French love a bit of...
They like it too, don't they?
They do.
Even though they pretend they don't.
That's right.
My French colleagues were all very excited about it. And why is he? Why is she a duchess? Why isn't she a princess? What's happening? It's all very confusing.
I think the French media certainly gets fascinated with it anyway. And here's Le Parisien from this morning, Royal Mania.
And they're talking the heads off their own lot, didn't they? And they'd have their
well,
own
get a look
royals.
at this, right? That is Louis de Bourbon, Louis XX. Louis the 20th.
Louis the 20th.
And there he is with his royal babies.
How is that possible?
Well, he is not really Louis XX, but he is the pretender, the Bourbon pretender to the French throne. And that has been tweeted by Lys Ardent, or ardent royalist, because France has its royalist too. And there he is on a campaign poster some years back. I don't pretend, I am Louis the 20th. So there you go. France isn't completely beyond its royalist leanings as well. I'll finish with, what will I finish with? There's got to be something. The Daily Mail from the day that Prince William was born, with 10 other stories on the front page, or Push from Elizabeth Windsor. That's a fake Twitter account.
Really?
And this one where you can make up your own royal baby face.
Oh, that's horrible. Oh, goodness me. Oh, that's terrible. All right, James, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much indeed. James CREEDON with an irreverent look at what's going on in London. And we're going to get the business news now. Still waiting. No news coming out of this hospital. So here's the business news with Caterina Bertozzi.